And I believe Dick Morris is joining us once again.
He sure is.
The author of Power Grab, Obama's Dangerous Plan for a One-Party Nation. Thanks for joining us and sticking around, Dick.
Good.
And you gave JD the best compliment during the commercial break. Do you want to say it? Okay.
I think I should on the air.
Yeah, I think you should.
For about the last 100 years, JD has been warning about the immigration issue. And he's been saying that this is going to be the central issue of our debate, and that it ultimately will be what drives downscale Democrats away from the Democratic Party when they realize that it's causing unemployment and wage stagnation. And I didn't necessarily buy his point of view. I agreed with his overall view on immigration, but not about its centrality. And now it's becoming increasingly clear that he's exactly right, and he's been right for many, many years. So it's kind of good that he's on the show now so we can talk about it. This is the guy who had it right all along.
Well, Dick, I thank you for
blushing.
that. I am.
Yeah.
Either that or the TV makeup right here.
Could be either one.
Dick, facing the situation, though, moving forward, a lot of the establishment folks want to get this off the table and kind of have it both ways, to say we're opposed to the president taking this constitutional action. We believe it's unconstitutional, but we're not so unhappy with the amnesty part of it. Is there a threat that the Washington establishment will slow walk this, not get rid of the funding, and you basically have amnesty in place?
Well, I think there's a good chance that amnesty will stay in place until we get rid of the Democrats in the White House. That's why we have elections in this country, and we're going to win in 16, I think in large part because of that issue. And I think that we have to understand that you can't accomplish everything with 2 houses of Congress. You certainly can't with only 1 house of Congress. But we can make improvements. We can do incremental changes. We need to do that. But the most important thing to do is to keep this issue alive, not vote for amnesty, not give it a congressional imprimatur, revoke it when we get into office, and to make the case to blue-collar Democrats that the reason there is income inequality is, on the one hand, our trade posture with China, but on the other hand, overwhelmingly, immigration. And that when the Democrats let in legalized 5 million new immigrants, the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, bipartisan, said that that will hold down wages for a decade for downscale blue-collar workers. It's the classic argument, goes back to the 19th century, that immigration holds down wages.
Dick, what do you think should happen, and ultimately what do you think will happen, though, when it comes to amnesty?
Well, I think
those are totally two different things.
What should happen is that the Republicans should do everything we can to try to retard it, try to delay it, and challenge his executive order. But in the meantime, we need to use this as the major issue in the election. It drives the Democrats. It drives a cleavage between them and the constituency they need to win. And it's not just downscale whites, it's downscale Latinos and downscale African Americans as well. By the way, I just want to, not to lead you all, but you mentioned at the start of the interview at the last segment, my column. I think one thing we should be patting ourselves on the back for is I think if the Republicans had not won the midterm elections, we would be confronted now with a so-called peace deal that gave away the store to Iran.
And in this situation, you've been able to outline the fact that the giving away the store to Iran was stopped by the election. So that's one great thing that happened. Your new column is great. And Dick, we really appreciate your time. Now remember, Dick Morris's book, Power Grab, you can get your copy by visiting powergrab411.com. And we'll be right back.